So there's something that often gets missed, even with people in the SaaS technology world. They just don't understand this kind of stuff. And it's not to a fault. It's not extremely critical for them to know, but it's important that to understand that it still makes a difference at some point in a salesperson's career. And that is whether or not someone is direct or channel. So if you can, I want you to imagine technology to be like, let's just take it back to basics. Think of, my cat wants to say hello, and since she wants to say hello, what do you guys think of her dress? Or her, what is this, a skirt onesie? I don't know. Leave a comment or drop a like. Let me know whether you think this is cute or not. There she is. Well, she's cute, obviously, but this thing, like, what is this? All right, my little schoolgirl, let's put you down. Cameo from the cat. All right, now that that's done. So direct versus channel. This is important because if you're selling direct, it means you're selling direct to a customer. Okay, there are some businesses that are channel model only, and that means they're in a reselling model. So, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Let's imagine distribution, okay? Traditional supply chain. At the top, you have a manufacturer. They only care about making a product, maybe a product under their brand, or maybe they're an OEM manufacturer. Doesn't matter. They're a manufacturer. They're going to sell it to a distributor who's then going to resell it to the people who want to buy it. So let's think headphones. And this is a bad example because electronics hardware is a tricky game. But let's just say Sony makes headphones. Skull Candy makes headphones. They sell it to Best Buy. Best Buy stocks warehouses and resells the headphones to you, the consumer. Consumer buys said headphones from Sony or wherever, and technology like the internet is now breaking that system up where you could effectively go to, I think, you could go to skullcandy.com and buy the headset directly off of Skullcandy instead of going to a retail partner like Best Buy and buying it from there. So when you look at whether you're selling direct versus channel, this same phenomenon exists in software. You see, let's take, for example, who's someone that does it in this space? Zoom. Zoom's popular right now. So Zoom sells direct. You can go to Zoom and you can buy directly from them. You can call a Zoom rep and they will sell it to you. Then there's the channel where a distributor would, I can't think of one right now, but I can picture the logos, but I can't think of their names. Anyway, a distributor would not buy from Zoom per se, but let's say Zoom has a list price. Say, I forget what their rate is right now, something like, say, $15 a month per user. So if there is a systems integrator or an audiovisual reseller, those are common industries for Zoom, for example. Basically, our managed service provider, these guys could, VARs, that's the big acronym you'll hear a lot. VARs means value-added reseller. They're just resellers. Whether they're value-added is a whole other story. So this reseller is what you call the channel. Direct means the OEM manufacturer, Zoom, is selling direct to the buyer. Now, the channel matters, and the channel is significant because if you're working at Zoom and you're selling direct to a customer, you're a direct rep. Cool. All you need to know is that you're out there looking for customers trying to hustle your sale. If you're a channel rep, it means you're not selling to a customer. In fact, there's going to be very rare instance when you even have customer-facing conversations. What you're actually going to do is you're going to have and build relationships with your reselling partners, because the better educated and the better formed the reseller is, the more enabled they are, the more as an extended branch or an extended arm they are into the marketplace to help, say, Zoom build more customer base. See what I'm saying? So like you have someone who goes direct. It's kind of one-to-one. They're out there trying to close deals one-on-one. Then there's the channel person where one channel rep can be negotiating with multiple resellers who are then going out there trying to bring business in. And what you're actually doing is your focus isn't on whether you can close a customer so much as whether you can get the reseller to be a dedicated partner with you to sell your solution over your competition, because a reseller, unless there are exclusivity clauses, might have access to competing software. And if you don't have a close enough relationship with your resellers, if you don't insert yourself well enough and have a good relationship with their reps, then there's a chance that reseller might say, hey Ezra, I want to sell your software. Let's get into this deal together. Let's run a demo. Everything's looking hot and great. And the customer's like, yeah, I'm real excited. Ezra, you're a killer demo guy. And then they come back and they say, hey, Ezra, sorry, the customer ended up deciding on your competitor. And you're like, what happened? Weren't you leading with my solution? You see, that is going to help you understand what kind of selling and what kind of relationship you're targeting. You see, as a direct rep, you're trying to get a customer to buy into you, and you're obviously, as a good rep, you understand whether you're in a competitive position or not. But when you're in the channel sales world, and and there's two ways. I mean, obviously one channel person is probably like trying to sign new resellers. Another is just working a set fixed number of resellers, but you're trying to really get to know them on two levels. On the one level is the executive level and making sure the partnership has alignment. And the second level is getting to know the reps. Because if you're calling into, let's use my analogy from earlier. If you work at Sony and you're calling into Best Buy, and Best Buy is like, I'm all in. We're a strategic partner. We're going to lead and promote selling, what did I say? I'd say Sony headphones, whatever. That's great. But what if when you start walking the floors and you get to know all the reps at Best Buy and all the reps are pitching Skull Candy? They're like, yeah, Sony, big brand, great. Totally get their value. But Skull Candy, man, let me tell you about those headphones here. Come over to my side. Now me as the Sony rep has to be able to have that relationship with those reps to understand why they want to pitch Skull Candy. Is it because Skull Candy's giving them a kickback called a spiff? Are they getting rebates for the company? Is there something that's incentivizing them? Or is it genuinely what that rep believes to be a better product? That's okay though, because you're a sales rep. If you don't sell, you don't eat. So your job isn't to help them decide whether or not Sony is better than Skull Candy. It's to help them recognize the proper use case. Why would a customer pick Sony over Skull Candy? Is it certain warranty issues? Is it the security, brand loyalty? Is there something that you can help the sales rep be able to trust and believe that, okay, this is a Sony customer. So yeah, I may like Skull Candy, but thanks to Ezra being my killer Sony rep, I now understand when and why I should be pushing a customer to understand that Sony is going to be the right solution for them. So the whole direct versus channel distinction is important, because if you're applying for a channel AE job, you're not selling so much as you're focusing on partner relationship, and you're not going to be out there cold calling, dialing for customers. You got to be making sure you're liked and that you're getting a real relationship that's going to help you grow your not your pipeline per se, the way a direct rep would have to just be closing deals, but build your pipeline where, say, if reseller in year A sold $1 million and year B they sold 750, your head might be rolling, because it's not so much about how many deals you pulled, it's more like, why is your partner selling less of us? What happened? Or you helped a reseller understand your value proposition so much better, and you enabled them so well and brought such good service that they valued your service, because Ezra is a killer service sales rep, if they work with Ezra and Sony, they're going to get the best experience for their customers, or the best experience for themselves, and translate that experience to their customers. So they grew from, say, 1 million in sales to now they did 3 million in sales. Not only do you get a raise and a promotion, but you are recognized as the leader in the relationship with said reseller. Now that, I couldn't stress enough, is a huge difference, or rather, it's a very important thing to recognize when you're reading job descriptions or looking for what kind of selling you want to do. There's effectively what traditional words would call account management, where you're managing the channel, a fixed number of accounts, if not signing new ones, and then direct, where you're just trying to hustle and close one-to-one deals with your customers. Now, I'm running up on my time here, but the last one I didn't mention is alliances. I work in alliances now. It's a great place to be in, but it's not related to what I'm trying to cover here today. I might bring it up later, but let me know below if you want to hear more about it. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.